fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Get wide. Check, cross.
And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Check. Mike 59. Mike 59. Switch it.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
Right back to him on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. We got double up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on them.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Jake Elliott
from 19 yards away. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Good.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down. Sullivan. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From the gun, Sullivan. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Browns first down.
Throwing on first down, Sullivan. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It leads to second.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that
play. From the gun, Sullivan. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Second and goal at the Bills' 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
On the carry.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep it.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off-play action. Sullivan. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Sullivan's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
They stopped him in his tracks. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check.
A handoff as they run the counter play. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Number 20.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Myles Garrett.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. On third down, they're going to go with the option. This is out quickly to the right. Oh, some strong running. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Trying to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right, that run after catch.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3rd down.
Back to throw. Sullivan. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimous St. Brown.
Complete to Equanimous.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the gun, Sullivan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Alvin Kamara. Incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. His pass caught at the 4, and he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, but not enough, leads to a 4th and goal. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Off the play fake, Sullivan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
It's 2nd down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Sullivan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he gets it down to the 32. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. It's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
5-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
You got three down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. But that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Well, they sucked the defense in with a play fake, went over the top.
And I know from past experience, when offenses do that, a lot of times the defense guys are screaming at them, run the ball, run the ball. The offense doesn't really care. They got 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
24 is the mark. Pick me up. Here we go. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background. right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen get when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, man, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And this carries into the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Off play action. Sullivan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Sullivan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Taken down.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the Browns 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Sullivan. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
1st down, Browns.
On 1st down, Sullivan. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Down and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sullivan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equinemius St. Brown, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Conversion.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? They're going to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now. But they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Taking it right down Broadway. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Around 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8. Today's final score.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.